Hey, it's Bill the Universe. I'm going to do the chart reading of Zayn Malik on the request of KOX3G. Again, thank you, KOX3G, for requesting this chart. I remember when I was like 25 and he was in One Direction, I was like, damn, is this like the new NSYNC or something like that? Or the new Backstreet Boys? Because I'm a 90s kid. And I was like, I don't know, but this Muslim dude has got the softest fucking lips. And I was like, kind of like, the first one I was really into was Zayn, actually. But I never, did he do music? Does he do music still? I mean, I don't know. But I was never really a One Direction fan. That wasn't really geared towards my demographic. But I actually do enjoy, what's his name? I can't remember. Niall Horan. I do like his music nowadays. And you know what's funny? I really don't listen to Harry Styles. I really don't. I mean, not that I don't have any, not that I have anything against him or anyone else. I just don't listen. I listen to Niall Horan though. Anyway, and I did his chart too, so you can look throughout my channel for his chart reading. This is the most sexiest chart I've ever seen in my life. This has the most sexual, love, romance, beauty, artistic. Like, it is insanely romantic. It's insanely sexy. It's insanely beautiful. Like, it is crazy how like exaggerated this chart is. It really emphasizes love and sex and romance. I mean, beauty and artistic endeavors. And okay, oh God, it's a long list. First of all, ladies, I mean, if you've ever get lucky enough to have sex with this chart, the man who owns this chart, it would be lucky you, because this is a good chart. This chart has Venus in the first house. Venus in the first house is the most beautiful placement you can have. It doesn't guarantee that you're beautiful, because Venus can be very military. But for the most part, it's the feminine, artistic, beautiful qualities of Venus that are expressed when Venus is in the first house. And when any planet that's in your first house, you're an embodiment of that. So he's an embodiment of Venus. And in what direction does the energy go towards? See, what's his name? Vladimir Putin, he has his Venus in the first house. But like I said, Venus is a soldier and a warrior. Hitler was a Venus moon. And George Washington, our nation's first, not just president, but chief in command, was also a Venus moon. So Venus people actually are in the military, and they're very severe. But when it's not being expressed that way, it's being expressed in a very feminine quality, very sexual quality, very artistic quality, very beautiful quality. And so that means that, like, he's very beautiful. This is Venus. Venus is very, very feminine. When men have this energy, they are so beautiful that it's not even about sexiness or masculinity. It's actually more just aesthetically about beauty. He's so beautiful that he could be a woman and be a beautiful woman, which is interesting. Not only is he Venus in first house, but he has a Purva Falguni moon. A lot of men with Purva Falguni moon actually have big penises. So, yeah, if you're into Zayn Malik, then you have that going for you. Your boy here has a big penis placement. I'm not going to suggest that he does, but even if he doesn't, because sometimes I feel like intuitively, Purva Falguni moon men, sometimes they have small penises. Like, sometimes it's like, I don't know, 5 inches. but amazing lovers regardless. Amazing lovers, like the best. Oh my god, such feminine energy. Like this man knows what women want and crave and need and desire because he thinks he is a woman inside. Like he has inner girl that needs to be expressed. You know what I mean? And this is what makes him so sensual, so in touch with himself. So, it's just very, very, just high threshold for romance. Ketu is in the fourth house. Fourth house is the house of the mother, but it's also a house of beauty, which is why the most beautiful sign is Cancer, the sign of the mother. And so he has his Ketu, meaning he was born with these looks. Okay, he was, the Gaitha was your maternal side, and it's funny because Venus is so feminine. I keep talking about this femininity, and this is saying that he gets a pretty face from his mama, and that he gets it from his mama's side, and then his mother is probably very beautiful, and then her mother is probably very beautiful, because Ketu is about past lives as well. And so you have your Ketu in your fourth house. And now that I'm saying this is also very intuitive. I wouldn't be surprised if he's had like psychic experiences. Just very, 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 very strong intuition. But yeah, Ketu in the fourth house, that means beauty is easy for him. He understands what is beautiful, what is art, what is beauty. And it's something that he knows inherently. He doesn't have to like go to school for it. He doesn't have to go to art school. He kind of just knows, especially being a Purva Falguni moon with Venus in the first house, baby. Not only that, but he's got his Venus moon inside of a Venus house because he's got his moon in the seventh house of relationships. These people are always in relationships. These people are always in good relationships. And it's in Leo and it's in Purva Falguni. So I mean it's good. It's the passionate part of relationships he's very, very good at. And seventh house isn't just about romantic relationships. It's any type of relationship. It's about contracts because this is the natural house of Libra, right? So this is air. So any type of people, any type of agreement you have with people, just a very agreeing person, because this is Venus, right? Venus likes to be pleasing. Venus doesn't like to be crude, which is interesting because Venus is so sexual, but they it's like even when they do something sexual, it's like classy. Rahu is in the 10th house. That makes him so creative because Rahu is so creative. What exactly is Rahu? It's in Jeshta. Interesting. Jeshta is a star in Scorpio. So he has his Rahu in Jeshta in the 10th house. That means that he comes across in his public life as Scorpio because Jeshta is in Scorpio. But this star is very much the brooding part of Scorpio. This is very much actually the harsh part of Scorpio. So you don't see him being harsh, which is interesting. But regardless, it is still Scorpio. So this is where you see the dark looks, right? The kind of smoldering sexiness, the smoky eye, and the fact that it's in the 10th house, that means that because 10th house is the house of the public display. So this is what the public sees. And this is Rahu, the north node of the moon. So that's interesting because this is part of what I consider the big three of fame. Rahu in the first house, Rahu in the 10th house, and Moon in the 12th house are all three big indicators of fame. And he has this. This is Rahu in the 10th house. Why? Because Rahu is about illusion. And when we look at celebrities that's not really who they are. Sorry, it's just not. Like they're humans just like us. They're not gods. They're not idols. They're not perfect. Like they fart too. Like they shit too. They make mistakes too. Like they do stupid shit too. You know what I mean? So that's why celebritydom is very much Rahu, because Rahu is just about being creative. Rahu is making everything look perfect. Rahu is all about illusion. Rahu is very creative. Rahu loves color. Rahu likes, I mean, I can't emphasize enough on the creativity. Does he play the piano? Because Jeshta is a very good piano player. There's so many Jeshta people who are piano players, like the greats too, like Bach, Mozart, Liszt, Beethoven, like literally all those people are Jeshta people. So I think that's interesting. What else? Oh, Gaithu in Mrigashira. He has his Gaithu in Gemini, and is specifically a star in Mrigashira. Mrigashira is about like leisure. Mrigashira is about, and which is funny because he's a Purva Falguni moon. This actually just came to me. He might really, really too much. He might love like leisure. Too much. He likes vacation. Too much. He likes to kind of sit and do nothing. Hey, I don't like. This is a very much a chart who loves to just sit back by the beach and be with his beautiful woman and just enjoy himself, enjoy his woman, enjoy art, enjoy good food, enjoy good sex, enjoy good pleasant surroundings. Go to the art museum, go get good food, go to a nice restaurant. This is very much that chart. Yeah. Oh, the other thing about him being very artistic is that he has his Mars in the fifth house, and the fifth house is the house of the arts because it's Leo, and then Mars is where you spend most of your energy, and it means that he spends most of his energy in fifth house matters, which is artistic endeavors. But fifth house can also be incredibly sexual because fifth house can be, oh, sorry, I just got a text. Fifth house can be incredibly sexual because it's Leo. Leo is the lion, and Leo is also the father. So, it means that there's a lot of pride here, but it's also just like very, very sexual. And his moon is in the third pada. Oh, right. So his moon is in the third Navamsha, the third pada of Libra. So his moon is in Purva Falguni, which is a star in Leo. So he's a Leo moon. But each star can be divided up into 4 sections, and he's the third section. The third section belongs to Libra, which is more Venus. I mean, geez. I mean, everything about this chart just screams artistic and beautiful surroundings and beautiful people and beautiful thought and beautiful just being surrounded by beauty and natural environments and stuff like that. Hey, y'all answer this question for me, but I kind of is he a bisexual? This chart is so beautiful and so sexual and so open that it makes me wonder if it's like bi. Why? Because it would be one thing if I see like one placement, but I actually see 3 placements. First of all, he's got his Ketu and Mrigashira. Mrigashira can be bisexual. What's her name? Is Jennifer Lawrence. She is Mrigashira moon, and she said she's had sexual experiences with women. I know several people who are Mrigashira, who men and women who are bisexual. I mean, it's funny because I actually did Kamala Harris's chart, and before I knew anything about her, and she was a Mrigashira ascendant, and I was like, why do I get bisexual vibes from her? But anyway, and then I saw videos of her in the 90s, and she was dressed like real hoochie. I was like, okay, maybe she's a down low freak. Anyway, that's what this is saying actually, because this chart is so freaky that like it's like I wonder if he's made out with dudes. Anyway. The other thing, kind of bisexual, not really, but kind of bisexual placement is the fact that it is in Purva Falguni in Leo. Not that that's a bisexual placement, but it makes Purva Falguni does the opposite to the genders. So if you're a man with Purva Falguni moon, it can make you so in touch with your feminine side that you kind of come across as gay. And the opposite, when you're a woman with Moon and Porta Falguni, you'll have like really strong arms to where you got guns. You'll have arm tattoos, or sometimes they won't shave their pits, or sometimes they won't. You know what I mean? Like they'll, or Porta Falguni women. You know, a lot of them do. They join the military. A lot of them are really good at and war. Like they like to express that. Remember, I said Venus can also be in the military. You know. The other thing is he's a Shadabisha ascendant. That's an Aquarius. So he's an Aquarius ascendant. But Shadabishak is bisexual. I mean, they can straight up be gay as well. The mutable signs can be gay. The mutable signs, Virgo, Gemini. Remember I said Mrigashira is gay or bisexual, and that's in Gemini. So Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, especially Uttarabhadra, and what's the other one? Is it just those three? Anyway, that one. Those are all the gay ones. But there's one exception. There's a star in Aquarius called Shadabishak, and a lot of these people are bisexual or gay. So I actually do see 3 gay placements or 3 bisexual placements. So I wonder if he is. I mean, I know he dates a woman. I know he's in love with a woman. I think he might even be married. But that doesn't mean that don't mean a brother can't. Okay. Now this is another thing that you only like their diehard fans would know, so you let me know. There's actually like military in this chart. First of all, remember I said Venus can be in the military, so he's a Porta Falguni moon. The other thing is Saturn represents older people in someone's life, like grandparents, uncles, aunts, elders, stuff like that. And his Saturn is in Dhanishta. That's a star in Aquarius. But that's also a Mars-ruled nakshatra. So Mars is the warrior. And I know he's an ethnic young man. I don't think his lineage is from England, and it's in the 12th house. So his Saturn is in the 12th house is Jupiter. So that means it rules far away places. So this means combining Saturn in Dhanishta in the 12th house. This would mean that he has the older people in his life, like the old people in his life were military people because it's in Dhanishta, and they served far away because it's the 12th house. The other thing is that Mrigashira, yes, is in Gemini, but the star itself, Mrigashira, is a Mars-ruled nakshatra. And like I said, Mars is a warrior, is the warrior. So he has, first of all, he has 2 placements. Is that it? Yeah, he has, I mean, he's got 2 Mars-ruled placements. I mean, that can make someone a good warrior. And not just that, he's a Uttarashada son. That makes him brave. That makes him really sacrificing. Oh, sorry. Okay, so back to the family of military. The last thing I saw was that 9th from Jupiter talks about your father. And 9th from his Jupiter is Mrigashira, which is that star in Gemini ruled by Mars, meaning that there could be military there. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about real quick is maternal father. I see a lot of things indicating that he is a very good father, a very maternal father, and very he will give lots of wealth and lots of opportunities and lots of resources to his children. He's going to be very, very, very devoted to his children, and this also indicates that he gets it from his father. That his father is actually very maternal, and his father is actually very maternal. Again, because when we get 9th from Jupiter, we land in the 4th house of the mother. So this means that there's a maternal energy connected to the father, and his actual Jupiter, which is the planet of the husband and father, is in Hasta, which is a moon nakshatra. And moon is mother. So again, that's more maternal energy connected to the way he fathers. And it's in the eighth house. Eighth house is Scorpio. So on the bad side, it might mean that they can have a very turbulent relationship with his kids. He might have a very up and down relationship with his kids. But on the healthy part of Scorpio, because Scorpio isn't all bad, it could just mean that he could have a very devoted relationship with his children. And that actually makes a lot of sense because I see a lot of maternal energy with him. Okay, I think that's enough. I think that's good. Oh, he's also Uttara Shada son. Very handsome. That's a very, 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 very handsome placement for a man. It's in the first Navamsa of Sagittarius. Jupiter rules faraway places, and Sun rules the father. So this means that his father's from somewhere very far away. But his moon is in Leo, it's in Purva Falguni, and it's in the third Navamsa of Libra, so that's double Venus. So that just means that he's very beautiful, and he's very artistic, and he's very passionate, and he's very loving, he's very lovely. Venus can be severe, so I would watch out for that. And he does have Mars nakshatras in his chart, so, he could mix that. He could have been in the military, like, seriously. There's something, he has that physicality. Anyway, I think that's enough. All right, guys, bye.